Steve Pruitt is a managing partner at the firm Watts Partners. He's also a former staff director of the Committee on the Budget in the United States House of Representatives. Steve, you know, a lot has changed in the last few days. Want to get your reaction first to China basically saying, hey, we're going to fight this to the end. Just a few days ago, they had this date set in September to meet here in Washington to continue talks. What caused the president to break this trade truce?
The Mueller report. I mean, he's deflecting and diverting attention to his domestic problems by creating international crisis. And unfortunately, in this case, the Chinese are a perfect foil because they have to be at the table talking. He also understands that the way you keep these things on the front burner is you have these meetings, you have events. There's no real strategy at play. Those of us who follow trade for some time have been asking, what are we trying to get to here? Is this simply a numeric game, or is there some other agenda at play here? And we're not seeing that here. We're just seeing a lot of chaos. It's diversion. It's creating situations where ultimately the American people are going to end up paying much more for the goods and services that they receive.
We know that there is a bailout in place right now for U.S. farmers. They're getting another $16 billion this month. What is the impact of this back and forth, not just on the relationship between these two countries, but let's talk about the economy here, the U.S. economy.
Well, the economy is clearly starting to show signs of weariness. The most recent jobs report brings the number of jobs created down from 200,000 plus to 164,000, which it's not anything to sneeze at, but when you have an economy that is essentially at full employment, as we are here in the U.S. today, creating 165,000 jobs barely covers the number of people who are trying to get back into the workforce. And what they're finding is the kind of jobs they would like to have that pay a decent wage just aren't there. So it's going to have a significant impact on the economy in the U.S. I don't know how much longer President Trump will be able to continue to tell people now, especially with this new set of tariffs, that the Chinese are paying us billions of dollars. When they go to Walmart and see something is no longer $9.99, but $11.99 or $12.99, they're going to notice right away.
What do you make of the timing of this tariffs announcement by Trump, given with the news of the Fed cutting an interest rate this week? That jittered the markets. We saw a reaction to his announcement again on Wall Street at the end of close on Friday. The timing is...
Well, the timing is terrible. It's not that he couldn't do other things to deflect, but I think we're slowly but surely coming to the realization he doesn't know what to do, A. B, he doesn't have anybody in his inner circle who really knows what to do. And C, even the folks who might know what to do, he's not listening to. So we're on cruise control right now.
But it looked like both sides in Shanghai at the negotiating table, both the Chinese side and the U.S. side, were all on the same page at the end of those talks. At least as far as, hey, we're going to meet again. We're just going to, keep this conversation going. Effectively, that's over.
Elaine, there was a time when I was optimistic that the fact that they were talking was good. But what we're seeing now, and we've seen it time and time again, is they're talking, but they're talking past each other. The Chinese really do have a plan and a strategy that they're working towards. I'm sure they're sitting across the table wondering what the U.S. is really trying to achieve, because every time the talks occur, we get a tweet that creates the equivalent of a moving target. How do you get to a conclusion on these kind of trade talks, or any of the trade talks, quite frankly, that the U.S. is involved in today, when everybody is shooting at moving targets.
Not just China, other countries as well.
Absolutely.
All right, Steve Pruitt, thank you so much for your time.